Hello, hello! It's time for some Thursday Thoughts and Arty Fun because it is Thursday.
It is.
This is P over here,
M over there.
Patricia,
Mariah.
and together
We are PM Artist Studio.
hello, everyone. Do say hello to chat so I can say hello back. We like to know that you're here, and that's the number one way that we know that you're here. Unless it's then in the replay, and then you let me know in the comments that you're watching. And that's the other way. Two ways.
Two ways.
Two ways. While you're here, and you're watching, and you're enjoying, thumbsy upsies, please. Much appreciated, because this is the time it lets people know, hey, they're live, people are liking it, they're there, they're watching it, things are happening, you might miss out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I don't
It's
have
the
to.
FOMO.
I don't have to read the chat today.
I am
I'm
going
off.
to read off the participants list. So do those thumbsy upsies if you're new to the channel. Hello and welcome. We love to have people interact in the chat, but if you don't want to, that is totally fine, especially if you're new. But give that, subscribe and, like the video and all that. Why are you so,
Kathy loves the look today.
well, I love the look too. I just wish that positioning
What?
was better. But
Am I not
whatever.
where I'm supposed to be again?
I'm loving this. It's all hitting the right spot, too. Look at that. That's wonderful. That makes me happy. All right, let's say hello to everybody. Here we go. Woo, quite the list today.
Ooh, 57.
Yeah, Anina's back. I tell you, Anina, you're becoming a regular. You like it. Apple's here. April Harvey. Hello. I'm glad you made it to live. She usually gets us over there on the replays, but it's good to see you in the chat. Art Curious, that's Miriam. We have Heather, Betsy, Candy, Carrie, Charmaine, Eddie, Elizabeth, Griffin Chill, that's Rhonda, Isabel, Jamie, Jeanette, aka Janet, Jennifer McKinnon, Just Me is in the chat, Kathy, Katura, Linda, Lisa, Lori, Lydia, Margie, Marguerite, Mary Ellen, Maya, Mitzi, Nancy, Panka, Ricky Nordmeyer, SAG, that's Sarah, Sherry Black Dog Designs, Silver Granny or Grumpy Gnome, that's Lynn. Star Traveler, that is Linda. Susan Billu. The Shelley Studio, that's Margot. Tina Svanberg, Trish Coogan, Wendy, and Yolanda Welch. Hello, I believe you are new. Or you might have been here once before. Sounds familiar. All right. If I missed you, it was not on purpose. It's simply you didn't show up in the participants list, and that's just, I don't know. That's YouTube. We blame them.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's very bright outside today, but it's still a little chilly.
Yes, it's warming up.
It is warming up. This morning it wasn't like, oh my God, cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there we go.
There we go.
All right. Are you ready for topside, or are we just doing this, side by side?
I don't know. I haven't decided. I have. Yeah.
Just so it did?
No. Just leave me right. Yeah. Leave us right where we are.
Okay. Wonderful.
All right. Well, it's not going to be a very long, thoughty thing today, because I actually have a lot of things to plug into the thoughting that I'm going to talk about today. Mm-hmm. And, Mariah and I were discussing how different people have different ways of presenting and showing how they're doing something. And I think even to the extent of not just why they're doing something, what they're doing, but how, the process in which they're doing it. And my process is not necessarily one that I'm expecting people to, slavishly adhere to.
She barely does.
I can't even follow my own instructions most of the time.
They're more suggestions.
And I have some. I've deviated even further on my book. I know, shocker. So I kind of thought, I think it would be a really good idea just to talk about the things that you can get out of something like this kind of presentation, this style of presentation, where it's not we're not going to make it so that you can make it the same way.
Yeah.
Because that's just silly. I mean, well, number one, why would you want to? And number two, I don't know that my instructions are that easy to follow.
Amen, sister.
Okay, so here are the things I think you can take away from this, even if you aren't necessarily even interested. There's going to be some process here, or some little part of the process that is going to click in your brain, and you're going to say, I can use that with something I already am doing. And that's what I hope to do is that's what I get out of videos that I watch.
Yep.
A lot of times I will go, oh my goodness, look at that. I want to do that. And that's exactly how that particular style of accordion came about is I saw someone and I feel bad that I can't tell you who that person is right now, but it was over a year ago. And it's just kind of stuck in my brain, and I finally just kind of, it just coalesced in there, and now I can use that information. That's what happens to me all the time. Okay, the main thing I think is something like this is coming up with a structure that works with your theme. And one that you can evolve with and maybe change, alter slightly, move a little to the left, move a little to the right. You know, just take it and make it flexible. So, structure and theme.
Yeah.
Intent, I think that's your starting point. What am I intending to do here? What am I intending?
Why am I here?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
What do I really want to accomplish? And again, it's more Jell-O rather than concrete.
Maybe we need that on a shirt.
We do. Number 3, identify what needs to be changed to make it yours. What do you like about it? What do you not like about it? What works? What isn't going to work? Because I think if you kind of do, you know how I do my little planning out? Even if I'm never going to use it. I might in the future, but it also helps me work through and anticipate some problems that I'm going to have. And I think it's a good idea just to write down some things that, you know, where am I going with this? What do I want it to be? Draw little pictures and whatnot. All of those things are what makes this process of how we do it become how you are going to do it. Now, I'm going to share with you some of the changes I've made. I know, such a shocker.
Big shocker.
Shocker, shocker, shocker. Okay, now you can go.
Oh, top side. Okay.
Top side.
I was changing things.
All right.
Checking things.
Now, I have this wonderful piece here that, and you can tell how I did it. I'm going to pull it off but I'm going to put it back down here because it really works too.
Hello, Barbara, and hello, Susanna.
Oh, K. Brooks Arts. Do we know that
Yeah,
person?
yes, we do.
We do. Okay. Here is what I did with this. It was too big for the plate. It stuck over ever so slightly, and I didn't want it to. I still lost a little on the edges, but I wanted this part here not to be on the edge because I knew I was going to have to cut off some of the edge.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
So I put this and got off the cool stuff on the edge.
Yeah, you did.
And then I flipped it up, turned it around, and got off. And you can see I left a lot on the plate there because I was mainly going for this down here. Okay? So, now what I did, this is going to be the cover for the inside book. Because remember, we had lots of pages that we had started. And I don't have to have that right on the edge.
Lexi says that's one hell of a hockey stick of prints.
What is it?
You know.
Oh.
Hell, you know, hockey sticks. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so I've got some options here. I have my little thing of yucky sponges, and I have my brush here that, you know, is kind of screwed up brush. It works really well, and I kind of like it if I want to get some textures. And the reason I have this down here on this here gel plate is because it's holding it in place while I'm doing my little thing here. And I have just discovered, you know, using the gel plate as a, you know, a
sticker down or surface.
Sticker down or holder in place. Okay, so I want this to, I'm going to glue this.
What do you call it whenever, you know, it's those cattle things, you know, when you put them in the chute?
Oh, yeah.
I think it holds them.
Yeah.
It's kind of what it is.
You can administer medicine.
Yeah, this way you can administer art.
Okay, so I've got this thing, and what happened here is there's a little bit of white that's showing. I didn't go in quite far enough, of course, with my purple. Almost. But it's going to, and you know how hard it is to glue down something. Plus the other thing is I'm going to have to take up and score, and when you do that, your paper pulls in.
Yeah.
So this is where my spine of my book is. All right?
Yeah.
Okay, everybody understands that.
Understand.
Shake, shake, shake. Shake, 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 shake. And the reason is because if that's been sitting up there for a while, it will have settled out.
Okay.
And I'm opening this up because I want to just pour a little bit in the lid. I'm not going to... Don't need a whole lot. And I can get and clean up around here, which it looks like it needs it. Got some pretty good boogers going on there. Okay, and I've also over here in my little area, I have this little piece of paper. It's called my blotting paper. Okay? And the reason I do that is because I don't want to just get a big blob. And I want to kind of feather this out ever so slightly.
Yeah. A stock prod, Marguerite says. That's what you call that thing.
And this just gives me a little more wiggle room when I get out there and I'm gluing that thing down, because I'll tell you what, I hate having to just match up right to the edges, and it's just, you know, a little bit of water here.
They're singing, shake, 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 shake your booty.
And originally, I was not going to do this like this, but again, you know, I sat down and I had this thoughting process here of, okay, what do I intend for this? What makes this a better way to work this than this other way?
Right.
And this is what I came up with, and I'm going to show you in just a minute what I'm talking about, because my piece of packaging that I have it's from Izzy's dress from Costco. Or not, it wasn't a dress, it was a shirt and some pants.
Oh, the packaging from that.
The
yes.
packaging from that was absolutely, and I knew the minute I saw the packaging.
You're like,
I grabbed that up and I did not leave it anywhere because Mariah will throw things away. We all know that to be true.
Just did it this last week.
Yeah.
Still hearing about it.
And will for a while. This will be my, you know, Sam story.
This is my Sam story.
Okay. Now I think that's going to work. And what I love about, you know, acrylic is you don't have to wait for it to dry. It does it right away. All right, see, that's going to work out perfectly.
Oh, look at you. Okay. Like a little puzzle piece.
Yeah, because this one just sits down on top of that. And what it's doing is it's helping reinforce the one underneath. And it is helping with cover up the other part, which I'm going to show you just momentarily here. Okay, didn't use the sponge. You all noticed I didn't use the sponge, but I could have used the sponge.
She's just letting you know she could have used it.
Could have used the sponge. All right, I'm going to talk about the, don't let me forget the new stamps for today. All right, so I've got this down here, and my feeling is, since I do have this down here,
Yeah.
I should just go ahead and glue it.
I'm all for
Is everybody, oh, are you okay with that? I know that's not horribly entertaining.
Well, if you do it fast enough, you know.
Yeah,
I'll just
okay,
move
well,
along.
the problem is I've got to open up my new can of,
A whole new can of worms.
well, I didn't really mean to use gloss, but I'm going to show you my math's down that I don't think I even have enough in here to do this whole. Oh, I might, but you know, it's like, I have a whole new one of these somewhere. I just don't know where it is right now, but
Yeah.
I've got lots of gloss here.
And I don't think that that's all that glossy.
It really isn't, but I do kind of like the nice little sheen on this paper, so I'm happy for that to be there.
You call that a win-win?
A win-win, yes. And I hope, did I bring my brush back?
Looks like it. Is it this one?
No, I'm going to use the big one.
Okay. I'm going to push these out of the way.
The bigger the area that you have to cover, the bigger your brush needs to be. Size matters.
Brush size very much matters.
It does. And we've all decided that we like this stuff because it dries clear, so I don't have to worry about if I get over my edges here a little bit. It's very kind and forgiving.
I think we need to try out some of that Liquitex. That seems to be kind of a medium one that people really like.
It says Liquitex.
No, that's Amsterdam.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a little pricey. I think the Liquitex
Well,
might be less
it has to
pricey.
come all the way from Amsterdam.
I don't think that's true.
I don't know that for sure.
But, yeah.
Okay.
It's some.
And I'm just going to try to get this as... What?
I missed something, but I think now, from now on, that medium is being called Whoop Donkey.
It's being called what?
Whoop Donkey.
Okay, and Mariah, she uses that one thing, but I just use this.
This thing. We all have a thing.
We all have a thing. And
I like
see,
the more... this one's cool because it's got a little weight to it, which I find interesting. And it's a little grippy. And I like it in my hand. Yeah. Yes, that is a Dick Blick sale item. Well, that's when you buy that Amsterdam business there. Because it's kind of pricey, but it's good stuff.
it is. It is very good stuff. And I'm just going to keep turning this around. You can see my corners lifting over here. I still have a little bit on my brush here, which...
Grippy Whoop Donkey, yes. Hey, Diane. I'm glad you're here. How you doing? How's the weather? Hopefully things have kind of simmered down.
Well, holy moly.
Yeah, you just can't get that edge, can you?
Bet I got it that time.
That'll do you.
That'll do you. I like the sound of this, too.
Do you?
Okie dokie. Thank you, AARP.
That's why she was saying that.
What?
I was like, why did Charlotte say go AARP? That makes sense now. I didn't key in on that.
Okay. Now, I can just leave this on here for a spell and let it go ahead and dry. And I do need to crease those edges, but I might hand that across. Do you think you can do that to my specifications?
What am I doing?
Making those little creases on, because it needs to fold in here.
Probably.
Okay. Well, we'll let that. I've got a little lump out there. I don't know what that's about that.
She's lump. She's lump. If you're lumpy and you know it, clap your hands. Oh, they would like to see the Whoop Donkey label, please.
The what?
The Amsterdam medium. I missed it, how it all got started, but I'm going with
extra heavy or gel medium.
Mm-hmm.
And I wrote the word gloss because can you see how small that is? When I'm grabbing things, I need to see it big.
Let me tell you my gripe about that. Hold that back up in there, the little gloss thing. If you're going to do something like that, make this, margins matter. Don't put that circle, the black circle right up next to the actual text, because that is also, doesn't key me into...
Yeah, and they've got this red thing running all the way around there with absolutely nothing on it. That's wasted
Except for
space.
Their logo. It's like, we know we
And
got it,
some little, whatever that means.
Oh, I think that means you can peel it back and there's maybe more information. Maybe
I
not.
don't think so. I think it's referring to recyclability of, or you can
maybe.
pull that off and maybe use that for
Oh.
something else. Hell, I
Oh,
don't know.
that's.
Or you might want to know.
Hey, Darcy.
I don't really. Yeah, whatever. Amsterdam. We have decided that they definitely need a better.
They need me.
They need a person in there that understands you don't put black
Hey, Royal Talents.
writing
You know,
on black paint.
Liquid Fly Designs.
And you know,
Reach
I
out.
don't know what to tell them as far as their packaging is concerned and their, how they process their packaging, whatever. But there's something needs to be done. All right, now I want you to see this. All right, I've got to turn this like this.
Yeah.
The reason this had to happen like this is because this is what it's going to be.
Well, we don't have the Whoop Donkey in the Amazon store because here's the thing. They don't list that stuff on Amazon. But we do have some other of the mediums that we do like. Alternatives. Because you got to get the Whoop Donkey from that there Dick Blitt. And they have yet to reach out to me about an affiliate program.
Yeah. And you can use impasto. The impasto doesn't stick quite as well, I will say. I mean, it will stick.
I was trying to think of that the other day, but my brain...
Remember when we used it? It will, but
yeah,
it's not...
It has a different purpose in life.
Yeah, I'm not thinking that it's necessarily for gluey downy. All right, this is the packaging. You can see it says girls 2-piece set. Yeah. Hey, and this is wonderful cardboard. You can see it didn't warp at all. Look at this. I did texture paste on there, no warpage.
This was the packaging for...
As it came.
Yeah.
And it established, and you can see, and I'll have to measure, and this is where I might have to have Mariah measure where this comes in, because it's got to line up to the spine there. This.
I'd rather them just pay me for my services, Lynn.
But now here's my dilemma, okay? I have these, I have 2 pieces, and there isn't one that's going to go, because if I want to do this whole side here, I don't have enough to do the other whole side in the same one. And I don't really care about that. So I've got...
Well, you do. You just got to piece it in.
Well, I'm not going to do that.
That ain't
You know
her
I'm
jam.
not going to do that. I don't have time for that. Life's too short. Crappy sheets and piecing in. Okay. So.
I got a girl for that.
That's right. And I think that the way to do this is to do this part here before I glue it down to this part here. What are you thinking over there, glue master?
Okay. Now say that again, because I was saying hello to Fran. She's watching the beginning though, so she's not hearing you right now.
Oh, she's not?
No.
Oh, Fran. Dadgummit, just go back and,
she's gonna fast forward it, and then she'll catch up here in a minute.
Well, then I'll talk really fast, and you won't be able to understand me, because I talk really fast anyway. Okay. So, all right, what you want me to explain here?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so I want this one to go on this side from all the way across.
Okay.
And then we need to kind of, fix up the edges before we glue it down to this one. And you do the same thing to this side. Now, here's what I thought.
Before we glue it down to this one, I don't really understand how are we gluing down to this one? What's happening?
This is going to be glued down to this one.
Oh.
Because my pages...
This is the cover of it.
Yes.
Okay.
This is going to fit inside here.
God bless you.
As a register. Okay? But you can see this wasn't big enough. Which, I don't know. In some people's world, that may not have mattered. But I've accounted for that. Somewhat. We're just going to go with I accounted for that. Somewhat.
Are you cutting down the pages that are going
No,
inside?
I'm not cutting them down. I don't have to now. That's why I'm gluing this little jobber down to this.
Oh.
As you've seen this side. The wonderfulness of this side.
Oh, sugar
Oh,
biscuit.
no.
Sticky, sticky plate. Strikes back. Said, I'll take that.
Gosh. I'm going to have to do a bit of gluing.
Hold on. Needed to let that dry.
Well, it was dry.
Well, it's chunky.
Dried overnight. Well, isn't that a pisser?
You fix that. Why are you licking? You're always licking things. Ah. I worry about you. You know, some of these paints come with warnings. I'm just, throwing that out there.
I had to moisten my finger, Mariah.
Yeah. Would you like some? I think you need some art glitter. Here.
I do, but first of all, I need some tweezers to help hold on to this
because it just kind of keeps sticking to your finger.
My moistened finger.
Your moistened finger. It's working.
All right, I don't really know. I should just go ahead and just cover. Oh, screw this. We don't have to do it that way.
Paint it.
But what I am going to do here is I did go over this.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to put this aside for a bit because, well, you can see what happens. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Gotta make sure it's all dry.
What works for one thing creates a problem for another. But not to worry.
Mm-hmm.
Not to worry, ladies and gents. I've already got Plan B in action here.
Okay. Bye, Miriam. She's being a trooper. She's not feeling well. So see, we're gonna sponge something after all.
Yeah, and I'm trying to get those edges.
Sarah says, "See, I never worry that a hiccup will throw P for a loop."
Oh, I love it. Well, the reason I'm so good at this sort of thing is because it happens to me all the time. So I'm pretty much I sometimes just go straight to Plan B. There's no sense of even stopping off at A. Okay, I think that's sticking down better. Part of the problem is the multitude of layers of paint that you have in this edge spot here. And if they weren't absolutely adhered to the one that was put on top of them, they have less of a chance of coming off complete. And you can see this edge here.
Jennifer?
It still has some of those things on it, and I should probably deal with that, but yeah, at a later date. This is nice, heavy.
So
Jack Richardson.
Were you wanting those that scoring done again?
Well, on the other one.
Oh, okay.
The other paper that's going to be glued. Or I just said that, it needed to be scored here before it's put down here. And I think I did a really jam-up job here.
And jam up. You be jamming.
Yeah.
We be jamming.
And then the problem is you're going to have to get it in the middle of it. And I had another thought of going ahead and trimming it off at the same, place here, so that you just put this down on and not have to worry about, anything else. I don't know how you feel about that.
I'm still trying to, get this all...
This is just going to be glued down here.
Right. But I thought you were going to keep it big. Because the other stuff is big.
Yeah, the outside is going to be this. We're not cutting anything off of this.
So
here.
what were you cutting?
This. What would be the advantage? Because my other thing that I was thinking about...
So why did you glue that other thing into it?
It was already there. That's how it came.
Oh.
This packaging came just like this.
Hey, I'm just trying to, get the timeline here.
I thought it was brilliant.
Well, I mean, it seems kind of sad that you...
Covering up some of this.
Yes, but then it also seems kind of sad that you're, you know, chopping up that thing, but...
Chopping up what thing? I'm not chopping up anything. It's going in as is.
Well, then what were you talking about cutting?
Well, I was just talking about cutting this one down to the same size as this one.
Okay. That's how much cutting we were going to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Whew. That was a long way to that bit of information.
Sometimes I think I make sense, and then
Then she talks to
Holy
me, and
crap,
I'm like, no,
no.
you don't.
I don't know. No.
Okay. Bye, Wendy. Thanks for hanging. Okay, so.
I just want to know if you think that it would be advantageous to have, because here's my other thoughts.
And here's my thought. It's
Okay.
like, since you're cutting it, why don't you make it more interesting and like kind of cut it into a shape or something?
Well, here's my other thing. All right, so I talked about, we glued that down, right?
Yeah.
Now these little pieces are going to be glued down inside here.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be glued down there, so you're not going to be seeing anything white. And I probably should go ahead and do some gel printing of this first. Okay,
Yes.
let's do that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do that. Before we...
Hey, but I might have to come back and watch this video to understand what the flip we're going to be doing.
I may have to also. I've changed my plan about 14 times already.
That's okay.
And okay, what do we got here?
Yeah, 30 minutes in and we're all cleared up. Hey, that actually only took about 10 or 15, you know, because we've been doing
Yeah,
other
okay,
things.
that's going to be fine. We're going to just do it on there. All right, so.
Jeanette said it sounded quite reasonable to her. See, she's on
Thank
board with
you.
you. She's on Team P.
Excellent. Whoa. So it's good.
Oh, thank you, Eddie. So, yes, we did the binding. The thing's behind me here. She's got it all gessoed.
Eddie, bring up the...
He did. He brought up the binding thing, and I was like, well, yeah. And, so, yeah, if you don't know what we're talking about, it's the big book. The one
The big
we,
book.
you know, worked
is-
on last time.
Yeah. This
It
is
has now been bound and gessoed.
somewhat.
Somewhat.
It's kind of a crap gesso job, but, you know.
I don't think that it has to be FP.
I don't think it does either. And that's the point I want to make here, is that when you're doing that and you're doing your gessoing, just remember you're going to be putting a whole bunch of paper over it. Mostly what I do it for is to seal it so that it has less of a chance of getting wonky.
It also creates a more uniform surface, so that way, like, you're kind of getting the same thing on all parts.
All right, we're going to put this
Yeah.
down here. And we're going to get a good, I'm hoping, impression plate thing to work from here, and I should have something ready.
Hey, the binding video is only about, 5-ish minutes. Watch all of it. Give the thumbsy upsy. And then watch something else of ours. I was telling
Yeah.
Pete, I was like, that's really what, you know, YouTube really likes.
And we may not even have to do anything inside when I get
Hey,
done
Devin.
here.
Fabulous job on your stream yesterday. Fabulous. Oh, that also reminds me that Devin her other stencils, accidentally, I went ahead and made them live, so I might as well just tell y'all that I did that. So, Devin, whenever you'd like to show your stencils, you know, they're there. That would be the more, so there's Fancy Fishnet, and there is the kind of 4-piece love kind of thing, which I think would be fantastic for, like, postcards and things of that.
Well, I'm telling you what, this is really sucking this stuff off. Oh, look, it's...
It left, yeah, the embossing part of... Why are you so jiggly? Like, why is
What?
the camera so jiggly? Just...
Yeah? Still
yeah,
is?
Yeah, just...
And maybe I'm hitting it with my leg.
Maybe.
I'll try to
Your
not...
box thing has because I used to keep it away from all of the things, but see, you've created this box thing which is then connected to another thing, so then when you jiggle, it jiggles.
Oh, that was kind of ho-hum.
Devin's fishnets, you can find those there. Because somebody placed an order and I was like, how did that happen? Well, I thought I had set the date for the 21st because it was going to be, you know, like next Sunday, but they're in there. And I was like, well, I'm not gonna, you know.
Oh, I think that's really fun.
That looks
I love this.
This is Mo's most favorite stencil. This is puzzle. That was texture
I
based.
just kind of forgot about puzzle for a while, you know? Okay, I'm going to give it one more go around here. One more go around.
Gotta watch out for Mo. She might do that.
Put a little more paint out here. That was kind of puny a while ago.
And now Fran is all caught up. Hello, Fran.
Hey, Fran. We're cooking with gas.
I don't know why that is, Eddie.
What?
You might need to clear your cache.
What's the dealio?
You can't get to the website, but it's working fine over on my end. So, as far as I'm concerned, life is okay. If y'all want to click over there and let us know, much appreciated.
Well, I didn't get a really great impression because I was hopping about the plate there.
What browser are you using? I swear, if you're using Safari, I don't know what the heck's going on with Safari.
Okay, well, I think we can do some collaging on that, and it's going to look really cool. I'm real happy with this side. Beating it down in there. Getting physical. Look at, see? I got it down. I got it to go down in there.
Yeah, gotta get it down in there. This is another use for your bearing. Very nice.
Yeah, okay. Now, that part's done. So we kind of just need to let that just hang out a bit. We'll get a bit more oh, look at that. That was brilliant. Sometimes I just have these moments.
Look at that. I was so accidentally brilliant.
Brilliant times.
Did y'all see that?
Did you see that? Did you make note of that? Did you time stamp it?
Timestamp that in the
Timestamp
chat,
that
y'all.
moment
That was
of
brilliant.
brilliance. They come far and few between, but when they arrive, and this lettering out here, it's just kind of weird and wonderful because it's backwards.
Yeah, I like it.
And then this side's going to be glued down.
It's forward. Mm-hmm.
And then we've got the rest of it over here. I have a hard time reading backwards anyway. A lot of times I have a hard time reading forwards, but yeah, okay. I'm fairly pleased with that. And I think we just dodged the bullet. We don't have to worry about covering this with anything unless we wanted to. And in which case we could do it with tissue paper and beat it down into the crevices and cracks.
Crevices and cracks.
Yeah, that could work. But look at that sheen. Isn't that just beautiful?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess that's just going to be another page there, which I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
All right. Enough about that. Oh, look, and we still have writing on the plate.
I think it's a Safari thing. Yeah.
What is
Switch over to Chrome and let me know. Safari has been very, very strange lately. Like
Well,
anybody
you
even
should just go straight to Firefox. I don't, because it remembers
but some people
everything.
don't know that, and that disturbs me because then it's like, you know what's up?
What's up?
Ooh-wee. What's up with that? Y'all remember that? Ooh-wee.
I got another possible print here that could work on my
Good
thing.
golly.
But good golly, we've got this time for an
conditioning.
edge cleanup.
Eddie says he ain't got no Firefox. He's just got Chrome.
Well, you can get Firefox.
And her Chrome is, well, I don't know if it's really her. Like,
I don't like
she's got
Chrome because
issues.
it doesn't keep my passwords for me.
Well, it did, and then it didn't, and there was a weirdness with Amazon and couldn't figure it out. So I was like, for the love of God,
She
get over to
she
a
just
different
came
browser.
up here and changed browsers on me.
I was like, hey, that seems to be working. Let's go with that.
See, sometimes I get the default setting simply because she doesn't have time to explain it to me, or she doesn't think I'd understand it anyway.
Or it's something I don't really know how to fit. It's above my pay grade.
Oh. Well, there's a lot in life that's above
Eddie's
mine.
having the same problem with Chrome. Well, and Eddie is in Boston.
What, are you having
And
weather?
Lynn is on, so y'all are on opposite ends of the United States.
Okay, well, we've got another really brilliant orange here. And this may become a page, I don't know, in our book, because I do have room for more signatures. I think I'm going to be able to get as many as... Okay, so this right here amounts to how many pages there? 5, right? No. Yes.
Oh.
No. There's 8. There's 4 pages here. 8 total, right? Everybody
Yeah.
on page. Okay. So, if I'm going to sew these in here, like a proper binding, I think I can get 2 of these. What do y'all think?
Yes.
Yeah? You think that'll allow for 2?
Yeah, but I mean, now the other thing is, like, what else are you going to be kind of trying to put in there? You might take that under consideration. Instead of shoving more in there. Because you're going to be putting things on those
So, you think
pages.
maybe it would be better if I would do a...
Split those up.
Well, and then I can add another one to that one. So, we'll have a 3 and a 3.
Yes, I think that's probably smarter.
Okay. Well, I don't think there's like any set number, right? I mean,
Fran's giving away, like, what we're supposed to be showing. You want to show those stamps real quick? They're all over there on the website. Well, some of them are on the website. Some of them are not. We're trying to do a little figuring out what the heck's going on with all that. But Fran's on the website.
Oh, okay. Well, here we go.
Do you have the little things I stamped?
I do. They're just falling down at the bottom.
Okay.
That little jobber, I stamped that a bunch of times over
Where's Sharon? Somebody holler at Sharon. Tell her to get her butt over here.
Sharon, what are you doing?
Showing
Here we
your
are.
stuff. Showing your stuff.
Showing your...
Not your stuff, but you know.
Okay, I'm not sure which one.
She's not going to be able to... Hey, good job. Yep.
I'm matching
There
up.
you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Good jobbers.
And here's this little wonky bird looking thing, and I love the trees.
Now, we're working on some other trees of the, Lucy Ames trees, but they're proven to be a little bit tricky, so, stay tuned.
Well, and I'm glad we brought that up, because my question, I really wanted to do how I pull off the modeling paste from the carnival tissue paper,
Yeah.
and then I would pull off a tree. But as it is, all I'm pulling off is the in-between of the trees.
Okay, let me work that out. I swear, you were like throwing curveballs at my poor little brain today. It's just...
I thought we should talk about this prior to, but I forgot.
See, this is some real-time conversation about her trying to explain things to me, and I'm like...
Now, see here, I've got the branches here on the edge.
Okay.
You see what I'm talking
I'm
about?
glad we're having this conversation, because I think this is going to help a lot of people.
Okay, and see, I've got some branches here, and I should get my so that you see what I'm talking about. I want the branches. I don't want the I want this part here so I can pull it off and glue it on. But now that one works. That one will work pretty well. But if I do this part, then see, I have the negative. See what I'm saying?
And that is correct.
I could just, since I do know the people that make these stencils, I could just glue down some.
Yeah, that's kind of the best case scenario I have for you, because here, let me explain this to y'all. And this is a struggle. I mean, and I've got some of my designers here in the chat. They can confirm that this is a very tricky thing for one's brain to go, okay, well, what we call a mask and a stencil, there's the difference there, right? But technically, you can actually use either or as either or. Making a stencil means that you need breaks. So that means I'd have to break up all those branches, and then you wouldn't get the pieces and parts that you're looking for anyway. Because what you really want is the mask. And that just is not for what you are trying to do.
Now, see, this one might be a good one, though. Look at
the
this.
edges of it. Yeah,
the edges of this.
You could kind of
see what I'm talking about here, and take my modeling paste and just go like this here, catching all of those. Then let it dry. Then I can peel those up and glue those down to the. Hey, you want to hand me my book? I think.
What book?
My book. My accordion.
This book.
Can you pass it through the Great Divide here?
I can. There you
Okay, here we go. And I must say, whoever mentioned in the thing that I had the wrong back,
you were right.
You were right. I did go ahead and get the heavy duty back, and I'm happy that I did, because.
And then there was another little confusion with that, and I don't know if y'all noticed that in the in the binding video, but this is bibuckle. It can go either way.
Bibuckle.
Bibuckle. By binding.
It can go like that, or it can fold in on itself.
So we trimmed it down so it could, because she's trying to talk about putting this other thing in there. I was like, well, if this hugs it
See,
in.
this is where this is going to go.
Yeah.
Ostensibly. So it has been accounted for in the width of the tape there.
Yes.
More or less. So that's the back page.
That is right.
How about that?
Hey, we need to do a little trim job. I thought we'd kind of go through once it's.
Well, and I do. I don't know that. I probably need to really go in and do these edges.
Yeah, you do.
Simply because you can see with the corrugated cardboard you have big gaps, and that can create some problems, because if that gets something in there,
you can come in and like spackle it.
Yeah, and it can do some serious damage.
Yeah.
But I think that this is kind of cool. Okay, now let me see. What did I do with my tissue paper? But here's the thing. Okay, see, can you envision that? Because I can overlap. I can look at that. That's going to be like perfect.
Well, so why don't you just do a sheet of those edges, and then what would be
I can
cool
layer.
Is then, like the mask, wherever that is, somewhere up above my head over here, how I had done the little, remember the little paint dashes, how I turned those basically into scales. So you could do the edges. So any of y'all that have the trees, and we always send this piece with it.
And I told Mariah, I said, I think that's really, really, really important.
Oh, yes. So I held up, if you are watching it, or if you haven't watched the binding video, I did hold it up. And this is in our Amazon store. I put both the black and the white binding tape in the art book and journal list of stuff. But it's here, because it'll be backwards here. They're asking about the tape.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to find my,
She'll grab it here in a minute.
I'm trying to find my Kleenex box.
Here.
Oh, what are you, Yes, this is gafferpower.com. Now, we got some other one time, but it was slicky. It was the real deal bookbinding.
No, the slicky stuff is not the real deal. This is the real deal. That's more like cloth-like. Yeah.
Well, I've lost my tissue paper.
Oh, wonderful. Fran's getting new equipment. Love it.
What kind of equipment?
A camera and a mic.
Oh, wow, excellent. The mic was what was the, because everybody was just dying to hear what you were saying, and I could hear about half of it.
Yeah.
And that just,
And I do need to get with all my peoples and figure out, who's next.
Hey, did I send the Kleenex box down with you?
No.
To take pictures?
It was with the stuff. It was all together. It was in that little book. So whatever, wherever you were working on that, that's where that might be. So glad we're looking for things.
Yeah, here we go again. I don't want to lose that paper, because I'm going to do something with that. do something with that. I don't know what I did with my...
I have never
Oh, well,
heard of
I'll
that.
find it. But the tissue paper box... Put those right there. Maybe going on this page so that it's a double-sided view.
Okay.
Anyway, I did gesso it as well.
So
you can see where this is going.
you will be... All right, so
Back
where are we at now?
Okay, where are we at? Well, I'm showing these stencils right now.
Stamps.
And you can take that back. I don't need that. And I was showing the stencils. The
I think that's what this gaffer thing might be, too. Angela says you can use hockey tape as binding tape. It works really good, and it's cloth, you know, it's kind of cloth-like and really sticky. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, if it sticks to a hockey stick.
Yeah, because, like, when you look at, or when I did, I mean, I haven't done it in a while because I always buy the same stuff. But when I originally did, I did end up getting some of that slicky stuff that was, you know, gaffer tape. And I was like, no, this isn't the deal. Then I found
And we did
this,
use it, and we didn't like it so much.
and then I found the white that was the more just like, it's like the book binding, but this is called gaffer. And then the other one is a book binding, which comes in like black and brown. It didn't come in the white.
I never see
Actually,
white.
this gaffer stuff is cool because it comes in quite a few different colors, I think.
And I, as far as the quality and the stickability, I don't think there's a lot of, you wouldn't pick something else over because it's superior. And I think the gaffer tape is also cheaper. Now, it may not necessarily be acid free or, you know, archival.
Yeah.
But by the time I put as many coats of gesso on it as I do, I don't think we got to worry about where that's going.
Yeah, so, Devin, thank you very much. On this particular video, I'm not pulling, because I'm doing it from the last 7 streams. So if you do want to make sure that you are entered into the 8K giveaway coming up this Sunday, you want to make sure that you leave comments on, so I think the last one was this last Sunday. So, and then prior to, about 6 videos. But thank you. That is very true. Although, we do very much appreciate y'all leaving comments on each and every video because it tells YouTube, hey, I like this, I liked it so much, I liked it, and then I commented on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then watch another one of our videos afterwards. They really love that.
Okay, I think what we're going to do here, since I'm kind of at a stopping point,
Yes.
I just, this took 2 days because, pardon me, you have to do one side, then you have to let that side dry. And it takes a long time the first time you gesso for it to dry.
And in
The successive ones, it goes really fast. It dries really fast.
that first coat's the hardest.
First coat's the hardest.
It's kind of like the, so whenever you're doing cakes and you do the crumble, what is it, with the icing, the first coating, and then you like put it in the freezer or whatever, and then it's all good to go, and then the icing goes on a lot better. It's a lot like that.
This is kind of the same way, and it will be. And what I'm really encouraged about is I tried to take my finger. Now you notice the one, you can see it a little bit, but not really. I can't scratch that.
That's
So
good.
it's good. It's on there. That's
Crumb
a
coat.
very.
There we
But
go.
what else I want to do before I start doing anything decorative, I want to come along with the gesso and really get into those little parts where it's separate, where the cardboard is separating, because I think that's going to be a deal changer. See right there, that looks kind of icky, and I don't want to. I'd have to deal with that with paper or something. Now. This little edge, that's going to be really important too, because that's what's going to be showing. And I'll have to come in with a paintbrush, or Mariah will probably do that.
Yeah.
And take care of those edges. Because remember, we had to do that on celestial doors.
Yeah.
It required it required that.
Yeah, when you're doing anything with these thicker edged, you know, chipboard or the, what do they call the other stuff? The, you know,
oh yeah, here.
heavy duty stuff.
This is the other way. This folds into itself.
Yeah.
And the reason we thought that was a great idea is because that's going to help hold the book in. And that was totally an accident.
Oh, Candy says, Pete, you might be able to use the outers of the seaweed assortment seaweed assortment to get pieces to build like a tree shape.
Oh, that's true.
There you go.
Yeah, I just have to find those. Yes, absolutely.
Well, it might be cool if you just kind of did a big sheet of all the different ones, and then you can kind of peel them off and put it together.
Well, I could, and then I've got grass and nods.
Oh, yeah. Nodes.
Nods.
Nodding to the nodes.
Oh, look at that. There's a really nice print, Mariah.
Oh, pretty good.
Sometimes I don't know why what's in here is in here. Okay, see, there's a...
Yeah.
And I have used those for various and sundry.
Oh, that's awesome.
What is it?
Lisa says, I see a makers and newbie has jumped in doing a book. What a wonderful way to get her feet wet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just do it. Well, these might be... Might just glue those down.
Yeah, cut those up and glue them down.
As I said, I have a in with the people that make these things.
Well, and you haven't used it in a while.
I like these so much. I forget about those.
Well, we have new stuff almost coming out every week, so it's hard to, like, kind of go back to the oldies but goodies.
And here's two that got married up. I'm not going to take the time to do that.
Yeah.
But you can see I have
Yeah.
done some Franken stenciling here.
Possibly, Heather. I would say on the electrical tape, no. Number one, I think just the width of it wouldn't be. I mean, maybe for some smaller project it would be all right. But sometimes it starts to peel back. One of the reasons that like that gaffer tape and any of the ones that, because they're almost fabric-like. And it helps stretch and it holds on.
And see, I know why I left these prints in here, because I want to go ahead and do this to that. And you know, the thing is about these, putting these in here with these stencils, I was really struggling with how to get what I wanted when I wanted it.
Yeah.
And you can see that.
The tales of the stencil.
It really is, and it's just like, you know, I feel sometimes like, wow, I can't believe that was a problem. And I forget when I'm talking here that was a problem. I was really struggling with that. I was struggling to go, okay, how do I make this look, how do I get the reeds to be there instead of the area around the reeds? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I still do struggle with that occasionally. Once in a while I have a brain thing. But, okay, so that's where we are with this book.
No, Patty. We've done a few things.
It's going to be bound in at the very end, obviously.
Yes.
And that's just going to be kind of a little, you know, play on.
It's a baby book.
Yeah.
You know.
The baby book. And I don't know, maybe we shouldn't.
My book had a baby.
Maybe we should just bind it and put it in there so that it could be pulled out. You know, if things got too fat, and it could just, you know, live on its own life.
Yeah. Send it to school.
Yeah.
Let it get a job.
Yeah, you know.
Do its own thing.
Yeah.
Start mingling
Become
with other books.
Independent. Our baby had a rough day at school yesterday, speaking of independence.
I want y'all to know, sometimes this is like therapy. And some of the things that we say, we're just working things out.
Okay, so they're talking about habitats. And I guess they were going around the room.
No, I think the teacher said, what are some habitats? And then Izzy raised her hand. And she said, my habitat is the couch. And she said that Mrs. Crum put her head down and laughed. She said, I'm going to write your mother a note. Well,
she came home with a yellow paw, which is not good, yesterday.
Yeah.
And
it was a rough day.
Yeah. The little squares that, there's this stamp. Well, the little square was full of writing.
Yeah.
Explaining that things had not gone as
there were many warnings. Many chances.
Many chances, many warnings, and yeah, and she, it's not that she's a disrespectful child or anything. She's just kind of sometimes off in her own world, and we recognize and know that when she gives you that glazed look on her face that she's really not listening to what you're saying.
Yeah.
And we just ignore it and go on about our business. Well, when you're the teacher and you're in charge of the kids, they're supposed to be damn well learning something.
In the
that
environment.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay.
Fun stuff.
Now y'all are all knowed up on things.
Now you're all knowed up on our entire life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what are we doing here? Because I can't do my book.
Well, you could go ahead and texture paste on some of those things.
Oh, God, that's boring. I don't want to do that. I just want to do some more gel prints.
Well, then do some more. Hey, you know what? We need packets. So, if you want to do some gel printing, that would be fantastic. I'm going to turn my screen off for a second. I'm going to go down and get the baby's hair done.
Okay.
She's going off to gymnastics. And then I'll be right back up.
I'm just going to...
And I didn't wear my glasses today, and it's been a little struggle. So I might put those on while I'm down there.
All right, I'm going to get out Paris, because I was looking at Paris as another option for my my Paris map. I don't know who did this.
Susan Dufresne.
Susan Dufresne did this. Well, I like this.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily read it as just a map. I just think it's a very pleasing pattern that's has lots of replications. What?
Alexi.
What?
Oh, that's so funny. Okay, she says, oh dear, the glazed look. My mom called that the prancing in the field with the ponies.
Oh, yeah.
I did a lot of prancing.
Our baby.
Chasing butterflies, that's what you say.
Oh my
Chasing
God,
butterflies.
yes. Bless her heart, Izzy is just, and bless her heart, she takes care of her own business for the most part. Now, dear Lord, if there's something wrong with her and she's the slightest bit sick or whatever, she is the worst. And I told Mariah, I guarantee you that is genetically transmitted from your father. He was the biggest twine bag ever when he was sick.
Oh, it was terrible.
It was like nobody else knows, how bad this is unless I've had it. And we all just encouraged him to go to bed.
Yeah, but he liked to lay around and whimper.
Yes, and whine on the couch. Okay, well, we're going to have to clean this up.
I'm turning my camera off. I'll be back.
Okay. Because I don't.
So you're on your own. You might want to check chat every once in a while.
I've got to. Okay, I will.
Okay.
So that medium will be known as Whoop Donkey from now on. Which one is that? Oh my God, I need to update mine.
Yeah, you were see, you were so far back. Oh my gosh, lady.
Well, I'm relevant in the picture. Now we got to listen to it commercial.
Well,
we don't have to listen to it because thank God I've got my. Oh, that's that seat thing that spreads your cheeks apart so your butt doesn't sweat. I don't know what the deal is with that, but I think it's mildly entertaining. And I don't need $35 YouTube thing. All right, I think I'm up to speed. All right, gotta find my tape here, which necessitates sliding my board over ever so slightly. Hey, Mariah, we need some more tape.
You need some more what?
Of the packing tape to clear off the...
Oh, okay.
See those little things right there? Those created some little problems on the... Goodness. Boy, that is some heavy duty whatever there. Does not want to come up. Holy moly. Well, see, that's probably what that was, and that was why that didn't want to come up with the other. Oh, this comes up with this strip, but we can give her a... Oh, look at that. I just mostly want to get this one out in the middle up because that will definitely, the one on the edge over here, I think we can work around because it's not going to be where my, and I don't care if there's some stuff here, but this one is causing little divots in my plan. Like those. Oh, that's underneath. That one's not. Yeah, see, I'm out of tape. You get out of tape a lot faster than you think you're going to because they wrap it around here with the you know, one-arm bandit heavy duty. I really like this tape, number one, because it doesn't make terribly screaming sounds at me when I do it. Well, that wasn't very sticky, but anyway. Okay, Mariah's bringing us some more. This is, I have used this a few times, but this is the right side. And I do want some, this is really great because I want some tissue paper for the pages because we're going over the top of them, and I can use on the bottom part, I can use regular paper. But when we're talking about those little insy-outsy crinkly things up there, yeah. Oh, I know. Exactly. I felt exactly that same way, Mo. That I didn't want people, because everyone wanted to hear her because she's fascinating. And I love listening to her voice. It's just, yeah. Okay, let's just get started here. Let's just do up a bit of purple. And a little transparent red iron oxide. And a little quinacridone nickel azo gold, which is not a whole lot different than transparent, but somewhat. I don't know. There's just something to it that it just does different things. Oh, Mariah, could you also bring another thing of paper towels?
Yes.
And you know, I like this one because number one, it goes really well with puzzle. And number 2, it gives you a bit of variety. And, oh, that's lovely first layer. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Now I'm going to lay this down, and I'm going to be very cognizant of how I lay it down, because on my next coat, I want to flip it so that this end is here and this end is there. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. All right, let's just jump right in with a little anthraquinone. That's always nice with blue. You get a really wonderful brown. But you don't want to lollygag. All right, now it looks like we're going more into the black range, but that's okay, we don't care. Okay, so we want to flip.
Okay.
And can you get me off a piece of that?
Take that more.
Thank you. I mean, I did. I ran out of tape right there right in front of everybody.
In front of everybody?
In front of everybody.
Okay, well, there's your tape.
Thank you.
Behind that.
Yeah, I'll put this
Yeah.
over yonder here.
Hair's done. I don't...
And you did get her ankle brace on.
Oh, her daddy's doing all that.
Okay.
I was just in charge of hair.
She did get a really, it's a big old bruise.
Yeah. When
Big old bruise.
Did the spraying.
See, look how rich and wonderful that is. Ah, love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay. That down on the floor. Now we're going to...
Oh, Apple's not able to get on there?
I don't know. I really, I haven't been paying attention.
Well, I was just reading. Yeah, Mo just said that Apple is having issues too.
And I loved what somebody said, that after the long haul, they just, they didn't want to do anything else with their stencil except just keep it.
Yes.
I understand that. In fact, I have retired some. The reason this is a good candidate for the long haul is because the spaces in it are big enough, and there's just a couple of places where you maybe are going to get into a little bit of trouble, and if you're aware of it, you can make sure that you've blotted them out really well each time. But that's what gives you that wonderful effect of Now, when this dries, if I want this to be more of that amethyst color, then I can come back, pull my stencil off, and just go over this with the purple, and all of this white, this hither and yon here, will be this lovely purple. And
Right.
that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do anything else to that right at this particular time. All right, we're going to try some of, I really hesitate because every time I use that stuff, it sticks. This is Van Dyke Brown Golden Fluid Acrylic. On top of that, we're going to put some quinacridone magenta. What?
We're putting the little, leotard thingy on her. We're a little nervous about it because if she has to go to the bathroom, like, number one, she's not always like...
The onesie?
Yeah. So it requires, a little additional time, which...
And I don't know how you're going to do that when you're sweaty. Does
They
she
don't
get sweaty?
No, they don't get too sweaty. I mean, I think maybe one time, like when it's really hot.
I just remember, you know, some of those. As you get older, you remember things that happened long ago better than what you had for breakfast, you know?
Y'all let us know in the chat what you think about that.
What?
Hi, Gayla. Sneaking
Oh,
in there while I was
Gayla?
doing things.
Did she sneak in? Deep bow to Eddie.
Yeah, I think that it's more of a kind of server thing, and I don't know if it's like just a GoDaddy, like they're doing maintenance things, so like certain servers, and that's why some of y'all are getting it and some aren't. That could be the issue. This is a little above my pay grade on knowing these things. All I know is hosting is a thing.
And remember, the harder you rub here and rub your down in, the more you're going to be pulling off. And sometimes it just dries so fast that you're really not having that option of removing paint, a whole lot of paint. But remember, sooner or later, it will come up and it will be interesting.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying right now.
Yeah.
I'm sticking to it. All right, we're going to do a reverse and on this one, and we're going to use my favorite green gold.
Green gold.
I'm not out of green gold. Do I have some more green gold?
I don't know. Not over here. I don't say that. I don't think so.
Shouldn't be out of it. I always turn it away when you click it because it'll spit at you. It's like a llama.
That's what we say. It's like a llama. It's a spitter. No, like everything I have over here is like tubes. It's not, you know.
Yeah, I sort of. Can you help me remember? Because I always think that, and then, you know, it's just like everything else in my life. When I'm getting a really nice patina on this paper, but I don't have time to do. All right, now switch it. Is that right?
Hello, Nancy. Got the Nancys in the house. Those of you that have come in, do say hello in chat so we can say hello back. We love it when you do that. If you're watching on replay, be sure to come back, leave those comments. It's also very helpful, along with those thumbsy upsies if you haven't. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Hang out with us. Hit that bell. It'll let you know. It should.
Yeah.
It should let you know when we're doing things.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Sometimes it do, and sometimes it don't. Now we're picking some stuff up off of the. All right, now this is a good candidate. Right now it's not terribly interesting, but I want you to think about a solid color over everything, and then it's going to change everything.
Bring it all together.
Bring it all together. All right, we're getting some good buildup out here. Let's get some more. We're not strictly sticking to my purple theme with the book, just because.
Oh, purple book is not going to stay purple?
Yeah, the purple book is going, but today for this, the purpose of demonstrating, you know, different colors and different whatevers.
Yes, because we're in a transition period.
We're in a transition period. We can't. We're stopped on the book because we got to do some things that we don't think you're going to find terribly.
She doesn't want to do it on camera.
I just
Let's just be real honest about that, because y'all seem to just love just about anything and
do-
everything, and I love that about y'all.
painting edges.
This one over here is.
Oh my gosh, I would be.
Well, we could chat about other things and talk about, you know,
Oh, that's true.
arty perspectives, and hey, I could do trivia. We still haven't done. I got an arty trivia game.
We haven't done that.
We haven't. You just stuffed
I'll
it
have to
somewhere, and I don't know
uncover
where
it.
it's at. She's got to find it
I
now.
have to uncover it. I kind of know where it is in the
Hello, Anne.
archaeological dig of things.
Yeah.
Hi, Anne. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Eddie says, so yeah, we're easy. And I like that. See? Apple says, I love seeing the whole process. I liked binding video you posted earlier today. I'm telling you.
Mariah did that. She thought that you would. Now see, stuff's coming off. See where the yellow's showing up? Remember the original color of the stencil was yellow? Now we're starting to get some of that dark stuff coming up. This is what you live for. Mm-hmm. This is what I live for.
This is what she lives for.
The grunge coming off, you know. Okay, what do we need now?
No, it was, I think it's a different one. Is it the trivia? No, like the Halloween one we did? No, it's different. I can't really remember exactly. I might have put it on the Amazon store.
What is it?
The trivia game that I got.
Oh, yeah.
And let me tell you, we did some research. Because there's not a lot out there that, you know, I mean, some of them were okay, but then, like, they didn't have very good reviews, and, like, some of the pictures, and it was kind of dippy, and, yeah.
I don't know why I keep grabbing this. I'm throwing that away. I'm done. I'm just done messing with that.
Okay. Yeah, it should be under books and, like, you know, trivia things. I'm pretty sure I put it under there because I anticipated us showing it at some point.
And I can't remember what occurred that,
See, and Lisa says trivia sounds fun, and it would be fun to do chat polls for color choices or stencil. Trivia night. See? They're excited.
Okay.
You can paint corners and all.
Trivia.
I mean, because I don't think it's going to take a ton of brain power to paint the edges.
Depending on the day.
Maybe I'll have you read the trivia thing, and I'll paint the edges. It's really more up my alley than it is yours. Because you're going to get, like, I give you 2 panels, and then you're like, yeah, I'm done with this.
We're just going to...
It's good. It's fine.
We'll fix it.
It's fine.
Need arises. I don't want to do it.
I'm going to burn that bridge when it comes.
Oh, it's terrible when people know you.
Y'all have an over-under on the number of panels she gets through on doing the edges?
You don't know how many times in those teacher meetings when I wanted to raise my head and said, I have reached my threshold of boredom. Where's the alcohol?
I'm done. I'm tapping out.
I used to go to the bathroom a lot.
Just kind of
throw
water on your face.
Throw water on my face. I would have had.
I want to know now that smartphones and all.
Gosh.
This is some lovely brown things that you have happening here. Glad we're talking about the trivia.
Hey, that's brown that's got a bit of a sparkle to it.
See, you didn't have a smartphone back in
Oh, heavens, no, I had a flip phone.
Yeah. See,
I had a flip phone until...
I wonder how many people sneak in and, are watching YouTube and whatnot.
Oh, they might be today, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, some of those people that are in those meetings?
Yeah.
Sucks to be you.
Well,
that is one thing that And the whole thing is they never ever related to art anyway.
very rarely, yeah.
I mean, I had to...
Kathy C says teacher conferences.
Ugh. God, it's so... Just so brutal.
Painting the edges could become a drinking game, Apple. So.
I mentioned once, and, of course they're... Oh, I won't...
No.
Yeah, I should not say that.
They were not all on board with the whole drinking thing.
No. Then there were some, and of course none of them supported me then, but later on they said, I think that'd be a great idea. And I was like, well, where were you, when I was, like, putting my foot in it back there and having those people.
Trying to have a Jerry Maguire moment and nobody's
evil
jumping
eye.
up and grabbing the fish.
And when y'all were thinking the same thing. These meetings would be a lot better if alcohol was involved.
Oh, thank you, Yolanda. She says the book's really coming along nicely.
Thank you, ma'am.
Sarah says she worked with a teacher that would go out in the parking lot and have a long snort in the afternoon. She was discovered.
I'll tell you what, I felt like snorting during some of those teacher meetings when I was, after the third hour.
Well, you could have brought your nettle and just been like, "It's my medicine. It's my tincture."
This is true.
Some say snort when they just have a little, a little snort of whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah, not that other,
No, not the dollar bill kind.
the dollar bill kind.
I watch movies, I don't know about any of that stuff. Personally, I watch a lot of movies.
Yes.
I watch a lot of police drama.
Police drama.
I'm watching one right now, and I'm ready for the drama to begin. Because I'm ready to find something else. Oh, that's nice. Oh, yes.
Hello, Rennie. No, this is actually an
Look at
oldie but a
that.
goodie. This is Vintage Paris Map by Susan Dufresne. Please fill in time. I wish you were pulling papers for packets, though. That's really what you need to be doing. They could be tissue papers. I don't care. I think everybody would love to have a little
tissue?
A little tissue.
Well, I guess, if they didn't want to put it in their book, they could save it for, they have a toilet paper problem. They can. I'm going to do this on this piece right here.
Okay. Yes, the whole bucket. It is. It's based on a vintage Paris
This is
map.
absolutely, if I have to pick one paint that I absolutely love.
It's that purple.
Well, yeah, but I also really like my transparent red iron oxide and my yellow. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not just one.
No. It's not just one, but isn't that just the most gorgeous, beautiful, just, just love it. All right, now where's that little hoopty do? I want that on the opposite end. Oh no, we're getting people married up here.
Oh yeah, are these gonna be papers for the giveaway?
Today?
Oh, you want to do a little giveaway today?
Well,
Okay, well we got 30 minutes, so.
I didn't prepare
remind me
any more
15.
any more ATCs. So I guess we could just have, yeah.
Let's see, says, if I had to pick one paint, it would be these three.
Like I said, math is not my strong point. Look at that. Is that not gorgeous?
I like that.
Okay, that one's not going to be in the giveaway.
That one's going in her little.
That was going in my stash. Now this could be a potential giveaway, but it's
you
really
need to do something with
horrible.
That. It's
horrible. All right, we're going with the big guns here. Where's
Oh yes, we need a few more thumbsy upsies before we can do a giveaway. I agree with that, Mo.
Absolutely. Let me see here. Good Lord, there's 114 people watching and 84 thumbs up.
Well, I have 93. I have
oh.
93 is the actual number.
How comes yours updates and mine doesn't?
Well, because I'm running the back-end studio, so I see real-time actual numbers versus where if you're watching, it's only going to update kind of refresh every so often.
Oh.
Yeah.
Notice that was a heavy body.
Did y'all notice that? Did you say what color it was?
I didn't.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I will say it right now. It is golden turquoise phthalo.
That's a good one.
It's the regular, not the open.
Yeah. Oh, Lisa Mingus says, I want another bag of colored papers. That has been my very favorite giveaway.
Really? Colored papers. Hey, I'm going to take one swipe at this.
Oh, when we did the color packets. when we based them out, remember it was like the blue, here's like the Shibori blues, and then here's the, remember when we sorted them all? And so you got like, you know, packets based on those colors?
Yeah.
And let me tell you, I found a whole stash of IMPPs, so that's going into the sorting of the giveaway. We've got to do that. Maybe tomorrow, if things are still kind of chill.
Stay, paper.
We've got to scrape mats. So, I don't know. There's just not enough of it.
How's our employee? Is he?
Well, he's back at school.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
He doesn't come during the week, which is a little, you know. Yeah, who's down with the IMPP? Oh, yeah, you know me.
Well, that was less than I do
It's
like
getting better.
this, and I think this will be really beautiful with purple over the top of it too.
Yeah.
But I can't do that right now because that's part of the problem with the heavy bodies. They don't dry as fast.
And then I made some more IMPPs today.
I'm going to put some more purple. No, I'm not. I'm going to go with my
Brad's way better at choosing which mat to cut things on. So when he's cutting things, there is less IMPPs happening. I'm just kind of like, I grab the mat that's on the top. And let's see how it goes. It isn't always the best. But it's good for y'all that, you know, for giveaways. Because then we get IMPPs. Imperfectly perfect stencils and stamps, because that happens too. As much as we kind of dislike that, but they are just, they don't cut right. The machine sometimes decides that it just, you know, had a little brain fart and decides to or, you know, math isn't sticky enough and you've cut a very intricate design and, you know, one little thing pops and then my brain wants to pop because I'm like, and especially, okay, so I was cutting some jelly shelly is in the top 10 of the,
it's also the
actually
top
in the top five of the very irritating stencils to cut. Because it slides around, because they're very thin. Those little pieces are very thin, and so when the Cricut's cutting, it sometimes slides and it'll cut it or pop it. Or the thing is if you put it on too sticky of a mat, whenever you're pulling it up, it pops it. Well, that's an IMPP, because we don't send those out to you guys.
Okay, I want to put this down, flip it over, put it there. Just having a little self-dialogue there, folks, no worries.
Bye, Heather.
What is this?
They love that one, P.
Oh, thank you. I'm going to put, I haven't used gold.
Oh, you have it.
Yeah, you got to use a little gold every now and then, just for chuckles and grins. That was golden iridescent fine bronze, by the way. Mucho bueno.
Mucho bueno.
Mucho bueno. And you notice I keep forgetting that corner down there. I wish somebody was on that thing up there would go, get the corner! You know how people say some things sometimes. Okay, here we go. Get the corner! Or when somebody says, you need to take away your brayer off. It's looking really good.
Good, yes.
Before you muck it up.
You like the prompting, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I do. And you can yell at me, I don't mind, because my hearing is somewhat. Oh, holy cow. Look at what's happening here.
Ooh.
Look at the black we're getting off.
Yeah. All those crazy yellow spots there, that means that came off of the stencil, is now on this print, which looks fabulous. It's like
That's a good one.
Fancy turtle.
That is a really, really good one. And now we've got some gold stuff building up here. Okay, yes, where you see the yellow, that's the original stencil color. All the rest of this stuff is waiting to
come
up. And
Strike it while it's hot.
This is another one of my favorites.
We'll hold it up into the camera so they can really see which. It's the Deco Arts. She loves
Deco Art Festive Green.
in the dazzling metallics. If you buy any, let them know that we
Just
sent you.
Such
They
a
hooked us up with these.
wonderful. I'm going to put this on this kind of brownie thing over here, I think. Unless I think that it's going to be...
The whole bucket says, "Oh my, I want a fancy turtle." No Jenkins yet, but Jenkins would be good with this.
Oh,
Jenkins.
yeah. For sure.
Okay, let's look at P announcing the paint color. I bow to the P.
I know, every now and then.
Hello, Leandra.
I have my moments. All right, well, I can't really tell which way.
Bye. Thank you for hanging.
Okay, I'm thinking it goes like this because that was how it wasn't before. I don't know that for sure.
Yeah.
It's so mucked up that...
And she did say muck.
Mucked. Mucked up. It's so mucked up, I don't know. Mama.
Mama. I don't. You are not helping this one. I don't know. I think it's a.
Oh, come on. This is... and I'll tell you what is...
She loves these gooped up things.
Just do. Because when you get ready to put that final layer on in black... See,
Explain
put
it
that
to
up
me.
there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is going to look like you cannot believe how really wonderful it is. Mariah.
Thank you, Patricia.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Mo. Mo has put in the metallic is in Amazon recommendation list. Want to view them all? And they are. They're in there.
All right.
I've been busy, y'all.
Let's go with a little green. Because we've got some green...
Is this Jenkins?
Jenkins.
Jenkins! If y'all want to know why we holler out things or little words that we use and you're new and you're like, these people are kind of crazy, there's a whole list of our PM isms glossary. So that way you can get note up and be on the end with the end people here in the chat.
This is those little marmots that are running around, diving in and out of their holes, and they jump up and they say, Jenkins! That's where that from whence that came.
Is it?
Yep.
I don't know if that's a story that's in her head.
Yeah, that was a
I like it.
story that was in my head. It just cracks me up. I mean, I can watch it, and I know what's going to happen, and it still makes me laugh. I know that's really kind of sad, that's my level of
Entertainment?
And most, I don't.
No, normally you don't fall for such things.
No, I don't, and I hate comedians. I don't think they're funny at all.
But the marmots.
But the marmot thing just cracks me up. I mean, I should just rewatch it because it's just...
Yeah,
you know.
multiple times.
Yes. Oh,
The whole bucket says, I think this is going to be the best turtle yet.
I do make the most wonderful decisions.
Y'all mark that in the chat, too. That is a pretty... Look at that. Shiny business. Along with Jenkins. They made a good turtle.
Yeah. Yuppers. Put that over there.
Barbara often just yells Jenkins around the house. Nobody knows what is wrong with her.
Hey, you know what we were missing here, y'all?
What?
Rojo.
Mmm.
I mean, we did get a little magenta in there, but it was kind of...
Yeah. And brown
Offset
doesn't count.
brown. Offset by the basic brown.
Yep.
Let's get some bright red going on here, you know.
Yes, bye, Fran. Thanks for hanging. I know
Bye,
it's late.
Fran.
It's late. Eddie to the rescue. Bruja says, let's get murdery.
Yeah.
Hey, there's those one turtle, the box turtles, right? Don't they have a kind of a reddish?
Oh, yeah. There is kind of turtle that does have a definite reddish.
Marguerite says brown is not on the color wheel. No, not on the basic one, no.
No.
It's all the colors. That's how you make brown.
I love me some brown. That's why I know all about the brown is actually on the coloring wheel. You just can't see it. It's what happens when you mix yellow
And hello, Anna
and
Maria.
violet, red and green, and blue and orange. Didn't put any orange down. Yeah, I don't really have a really good orange that I'm just in love with.
Oh, there was cheddar.
Oh, I have cheddar, but I don't have any in.
Forget about cheddar.
I don't have any in the fluid.
Oh. Is that what you're saying that you need? I'll tell you, I need to reach out to Golden. I've been reaching out to people. Nobody has returned my emails yet.
But she is not dissuaded
No,
in the least.
I am only further inspired to keep on reaching out.
See, look at that. Look at those little glimmers of gold.
Yes, hold that up and give it a wiggle. See that? Isn't that lovely? Those edges.
Undulating.
Long haul, y'all.
Undulating the paper.
Undulating.
Undulating. That's what wheat fields do when the...
Lisa Mingus says Dookie Brown was the color of so many of my early prints.
Yeah.
She can mix a mean brown.
Mean brown. Why should I buy brown
Yeah.
when I can mix it every single time? No problemo.
I'm just going to put all my favorite colors down, and then it makes brown.
Okay. Well, see, we're building back up. We're building our color back up. We need to get some more dark business going on here. So we'll have a little anthraquinone. Where the heck is my black? You know, I don't use black very often, but when I do...
Oh, here. Mo says, I was sure cheddar was on one of those lovely rusty prints we saw at the beginning of the stream. Cheddar plus prison violet.
Absolutely.
I know. That's just so funny. I love our colors that, you know, just get named. If any of these companies ever do reach out to us and be like, all right, well, what are your feelings about some of these color names? Because our crowd really digs it, but I don't know if it has, you know, reached beyond the PM Artist Studio audience.
It might be more...
Hopefully we've built enough of an audience at that point, then we can kind of,
It's
you know.
kind of like search terms.
Yeah, we need murdery red, prison purple.
Right.
We're bringing goose turd green back, you know, from the 1500s.
Oh, and remember there were Spanish red.
No, dead Spaniard.
Dead Spaniard. Dead Spaniard. That was
It was kind of a
popular.
grayish color, but I'm like,
Popular, you know.
seems a bit rude to think that they're all the same color when they're dead. That's rude.
And see, I'm kind of lightly going over this. I'm not pressing really hard, simply because I want some build up on my stencil. You people that do these long hauls, I mean, you know, there's just all of these little tricks and...
Well, I won't tell you what P usually calls pink, but y'all can guess. Sometimes it's piggy, but that's the nicer one. There's another P word that she likes to use with her pink.
Well, look at that. Oh, that's just so...
Bring a goose turd back.
Be you.
Yes, kitty pink.
Kitty pink.
Yes. Meow, meow.
Meow, meow. And then, you know, that other one.
Uh-huh. No, they're getting it.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, whoa, 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 there.
Spinning.
Liquitex is getting out of place.
Well, you spun it kind of.
I did give it a
aggressively.
spin. Quinacridone nickel azo gold. That is definitely one of my... Yeah. Turn the little thing around. Remember, it spits at you.
Eddie. Just because you're the king. Just because you're the king of the nerd.
Is he being inappropriate?
I mean, only as much as expected, but you know.
Well, we'd all be disappointed if Eddie wasn't, you know, pulling an Eddie.
Pulling an Eddie.
See, you can kind of tell where you need to put some more rollies. If you've got your original stencil showing through, give it another little roll. Boy, this paper over here is really building up.
Yeah, you need to switch that out. It looks good.
Okay, so that's down on that end.
Sure
I'm kind of spatially retarded. We all know that. Okay, so I'm putting my earrings in today, right?
Uh-huh.
These earrings that I've got on right now, and I'm thinking in my head, now let me see, I want that part to stick out, so how do I have to think about that every single time I do it. There's some part of my brain just does not, it's not an autopilot thing.
Right. It's not like muscle memory or anything like that.
No,
It's
just like, oh, holy
sugar biscuits.
Sugar biscuits. We've got to think about that. Now look at that. Isn't that wonderful? All right, we're going to give one more pass.
One more.
We're going to use...
Oh, and then I've got to do... what kind of giveaway... How many giveaways are we doing?
I don't know. Stop me, in the next... Well,
we got 15 minutes.
All right. Give me 10 minutes. Give me 5 more minutes here. And then we'll go through the prints and I'll decide which ones will work for my book and which ones won't.
Aye, aye, Captain. We might be going a little over. But that's fine because they're at gymnastics. I don't know. Maybe this whole Thursday 4:30 gymnastics that I don't really have to go to is a good thing. I hope Brad's not listening.
Okay. So we went that way that time. So which way? No, this way.
Hi, cat. Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. Taking that side. And this red
Jacqueline.
Just not very interesting, but we're going to make it interesting.
Well, I think if you flopped it right down now, you could get some stuff off of there.
You think I could?
I do. You need to move along.
No.
But no? Dry?
It's gold. Of course it's dry. It was dry before it hit the surface.
Well,
Jenkins!
A lot more Jenkins.
And I'm hoping that we can, dull this out and it's not going to be like red and green. It's going to be
Red
really
brown.
nice brown.
Brown. Reddish brown.
Reddish brown. With some cool
Or
green.
greeny brown.
Cool greeny
Depends
brown.
on how much green she puts down there.
And where it hits on the spectrum here. Okay. See, that little thing is there. So we're going to have that one down on the opposite end. So we're not trying to line anything up, for God's sake.
Yeah,
We don't want to do something like that.
No, don't do that.
That would be
It'll ruin our
boring.
reputation.
Yeah, really.
Like, God, they started measuring things and lining things up over there. Highly disappointed.
We're going to have to find a new group. Now, see, look at that.
Well done. And not too Christmassy looking there.
No, I think it mucked it up enough.
Yeah, you went bronzy.
Bronzy. Bronzy. Mm-hmm. All right, that's a good one.
Even though Mo just gave you, Christmas hearts.
She gave me Christmas hearts?
She did.
I'm looking.
They don't have a bronze heart.
Oh. Goose Squirter Brown. Well, that's actually one of my favorite colors. You know what we haven't used, folks? Nobody's even mentioned it. Not even once. Blanco.
Oh, why would we do that?
You're fixing to see, Mariah.
Fixing, y'all, we're fixing.
Fixing
okay, you
to
got
see.
2 minutes to do this thing, and then you need to start looking through prints and... Yeah.
Don't forget to wipe her nose.
Yeah. Hello, Jackie Hunter. Hello, hello. Hello. Oh,
Because
no, I
I'm
said
going to vigorously brayer.
Jennifer, you were here early. Hello.
I'm vigorously braying.
brayering.
Brayering.
Now, I think this is like Dead Spaniard. What you got right here?
No! It's going to be this wonderful,
Gray.
wonderful.
If y'all are wondering,
Greeny
Goose
gray.
Turned Green and the Dead Spaniards comes from this list. And I want to say, I'm going to blame Mo.
I
I'm
can't
pretty sure
remember.
it came from Mo.
It was either Mo or Ann.
Yeah. That found this swatch list of colors from the 1500s.
And I actually have a, somewhere I have a hard copy.
Yeah, I have it right back here, I think. You want me to, I'll grab it. Hold on.
Now, Mariah, this is what I'm talking about
Is
here.
that what you're talking about?
You just look at this and
Look at that. Look at me finding things. How amazing was that?
look at that. Is that, you saw what I put the white on there and vigorously with a V.
Yeah. I can't sit on my foot. It makes me too tall.
Yeah.
Here.
Look at that. Now that has to be the quintessential.
That one's mighty fine.
Mighty fine turpentine. Guide to Colors. A premiere on the available woad paste colors of Bristol in 1574. I wish Fran were still here because I don't know if I said that wood. She grows it. Fran grows it in her garden. It's a plant to use to dye with.
Well,
Not DIY, but
yeah, dye the fabric.
Yeah, DIY, not DIE.
DYE. Not DIE.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Well,
There's
that's
a
what
difference.
I thought I said. Oxblood,
Unless you're a Spaniard.
turkey, russet, sops and wine, pheasant, ham color, Bristol red, scarlet, raw flesh,
There you go. That's another.
maidenhair.
So raw flesh is a lot like kitty pink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maid's blush, lusty gallant, straw, Johnny, cane color, yellowy with an E, merry widow, and whey is down here. It's white, basically. Goose turd green, there it is. Ape and laugh. I don't know that. The devil's in the head. Bottle green. Biscay.
Is that like being a bottle blonde
Watch it.
of the 1500s?
Seawater. Ultramarine. Beans blue. Milk and water. Pansy.
Yes.
Purple. Love and longing. Here. Puke.
Puke.
A lot of, I don't know. What's in that puke? Here we go. Dead Spaniard.
It's 1574 to be exact. Is that the, yeah.
1574. Brown bread. Chimney sweep. Mortal sin. True black. So see that Dead Spaniard? Where was Dead Spaniard? Right here.
Yeah.
Right. This is a lot lighter than Dead Spaniard.
Okay. It's Dead Spaniard with a little way.
No way, Jose.
No way. That's Pedro. That's your. Oh, we just
chuckle. All right, I'm putting them away. I'm going to.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I found it, and then
I need to pull this up so I can do a.
Thank you, Mo.
Get some paper down here because remember, I do not want my stencil sticking to this.
Yeah.
We know that happens because if there's a wrong way to do something, I can do it.
Well, and also just FYI, you do not want to leave your stencil down to let it dry because what happens is all that goodness right there actually attaches and comes up with the stencil, and then you've got to figure out how to, get that all soaked off and everything.
Oh, look at that's going to be beautiful.
It's just mostly.
Alrighty.
Oh, goodness.
And here's our stencil. It's, yeah. And the thing about it is if I get this going again, before it dries completely, I can still keep pulling stuff off.
It'll keep all giving. Now, I don't know if that yellow is ever going to chip away.
Yeah. Oh, and look, we've got seepy through here on.
Yeah, you need it.
But I don't really care because I didn't worry about my paper when I was.
Oh, Mo is definitely a bad influence on all of us. In fact, that's one of the reasons we love having her around.
Yeah, and I don't really know what I'm doing this for.
A lot like you, Gayla.
This just makes it so it adheres better to the plate the next time. Because if that builds up there,
Yeah.
it doesn't want to stick down to the plate.
Yes, that is true.
Look at that.
Look at that. Just wipe it up.
Wipe it up.
Okay, you need to get through it because you got 5 minutes. See, I knew
Okay,
if I...
I'm going to do it.
All right.
Jeez.
How many of them are we giving away?
I don't know. If I don't like them, you can have them. I like this one. You can't have this one.
There you guys go.
Okay, so I'm just going to put them down here, and I'm going to put 2 piles over here. I'm going to put my pile and your pile.
I think we just do one big lucky winner.
One big lucky winner?
Yes.
They get the whole pile? I think you should ask the people that.
How many winners do y'all think? What's a...
Who's it? What's it?
Who's it with? And they do get folded when I'm shipping them, by the way.
Yeah, but all you got to do is just spray them with a little bit of... I've got... Oh, are you kidding me?
See, Jamie says 1. Lisa Mingus says, give away anything. I'm feeling lucky. Peggy says 3. 1 big winner. Okay, 2. Lisa would like it just to be her. Yeah, well, that's what we're trying to figure out, Jennifer. How many she's gonna let go, and things are attaching. Okay. Okay, 3 seems to be a good. Okay.
All right.
We'll do
I don't
3.
care about this one so much, but you need, if you want to make this really interesting and you receive this print, you need to put amethyst over the whole thing. And when I say amethyst, I'm talking about
Prison purple.
prison purple. High flow acrylic in dioxazine purple by golden.
Yeah.
Okay? All right, that's a giveaway.
Oh, there you go,
Oh,
Mo.
I'm really torn about this one, but I'm going to give that one away.
That's some rusty goodness. I
I
can't
know, I can't either. I'm going to change my mind on that.
If it ends up in your pile, then you know.
Okay, this is the same thing. Put amethyst over this, and it will be wonderful.
I like that one as is.
I'm keeping this one because I'm going to put purple over it.
And it might be in the purple.
And
book.
it will go into with my book things. Obviously, purple, that goes in my
Purple.
purple pile.
Giving away the turtles today.
Giving away the turtles. Giving away the green. I don't know, I have mixed feelings about this. I think if I went in here with purple, yeah, I can't have that one. Boy, that's heavy. Thought there were 2 of them there.
It's got some paint. Oh, that was because you used the heavy body paint on that. So it is
did.
heavy.
I'm giving this one away, and again, I think this would be lovely with the amethyst. Can you see that
Oh.
shimmer?
Mm-hmm.
In that, I know.
Yeah.
I'm keeping that one. Okay, I'm giving this one away. Has a nice little bit of
Ooh, yeah. Okay, then you gotta...
glimmer.
All right, once you do that, count them and then separate them into, divide it by 3.
Divided by 3, okay.
Yeah.
Purple, that has to go into my purple.
Oh, just for hanging out to the very end, Alice.
This one just needs
I'm proud of her, giving things away.
black. Put your black down. Put your stencil down. Take away all of the, and then you'll have black lines. Put the black lines on top of this. You probably should use heavy body, and if you don't have open, go ahead and get a little bit of the, if you don't have it already, you should have it
Yeah.
in your repertoire of things, the color
The festive paint.
paint retarder.
Oh, that, and we have that over there in the store, too. In the Amazon store.
Trying to find it on the chart.
And the U.S. Art Supply is, like, the way to go. I mean...
Acrylic paint retarder. Yeah, don't spend a whole lot of money on that, because I don't notice it makes a whole dippy load of difference.
Dippy load.
Okay, I'm keeping this one.
Yeah, that's a good. All right, so those are P's prints there.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, I thought you said you were keeping that last one.
No.
Okay, so 6. So each person gets 2. All right, so we've worked that out.
Okay, those are kind of the same.
Now
so.
I gotta get over there to.
What's with this one?
Nightbot. And what I am going to do is I'm just going to keep picking them. So that way we can use just one hashtag. And I don't have to keep doing it because it sort of makes me crazy.
Well, one person's going to get 3.
Alright. So, let's do hashtag turtle.
Hashtag turtle.
Hashtag turtle.
Yes, Eddie is in Boston, Kathy.
Well,
Right?
it was crazy, yeah, but then, like, Lynn was having the same problem, and I think she's on, so Eddie's on East Coast, and then Lynn's more like West Coast.
Oh. Turtle, 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 turtle. And I'm folding them so they're not sticking together, y'all.
Yeah, that's key. Because these were just made, so they get, they need a little time to... And the whole deal is, once you guys, whomever is picked, if you would please just email me. Mo will probably drop in that link to my email address. Email me, let me know that, you won, and your address.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm just going to go make sure everybody
I'm
has...
rolling. Nancy J, I tell you, Nancy, I think Nightbot has a thing for you.
You've been bribing Nightbot.
You've been bribing Nightbot. Cat is our second one. And Silver Grinning or Grumpy No Lynn. Alrighty, guys. Those are our 3. I think I might run those giveaways like that anyway. Because trying to refresh that darn thing, and sometimes it doesn't always take.
All right, you each got 3.
Oh, look at that.
I went through my pile. I mean, good Lord, there's no sense in...
I don't. She gets a little clingy on me.
Yeah.
Things.
I mean, you think you can replicate, but you can't. These are like...
Oh, that is so true. Because I've asked her to, and she gets real angry doing it, and so
There you go. Thank y'all for being here.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so
very much.
We will be back here on Sunday. It is the big giveaway day. Don't miss it, because remember, we will be giving away 2 one-on-one sessions with P, and you have to be in the chat to win those. The other ones are going to be based on the comments that were left on those previous videos where I talked about giveaway. Make sure that if you haven't, starting back Sunday, and then 6 previous ones there, if you haven't left your comments, or be sure to come back and leave comments here too, because this helps us get to the next one, which will be 9,000 subscribers.
Absolutely. And besides that, I read those comments.
We love them.
I do. I read them. I love them.
Bye guys. Thanks for hanging.
Bye.